right, ladies and gentlemen, mic check 1 2 1 2. Y'all know what day it is, y'all know what time it is, and y'all know who y'all looking at. I want to welcome each and every last one of y'all to another episode of Club PIZZLE. I want to thank y'all for y'all continued support of this podcast and of this network. I put a lot of hard work into this. I put a lot of time into this, and I greatly appreciate everybody out there who supports me. We back another week, man. It's been a hell of a week. Before I get going today, because I don't want to keep y'all for too long. I've been trying to keep these things as short as I possibly can, but that is impossible when you have a pod and when you are me and when you can talk like me. That's kind of hard. I want to give another thank you for everybody, because for the third consecutive year, Club PIZZLE is OEA nominated. Yes. Thank y'all for that. I appreciate it. Y'all just do not know the gratitude that I have for everybody who tunes in, even if you tune in for 5 minutes, if you tune in for 10 minutes, if you tune in for 60 seconds. Y'all have supported this show. Y'all have given me views. They aren't where I want them to be, but I'm building towards that. I have to tell myself every day, work harder, Don. But we are nominated for the 2023 Ohio Entertainment Awards. So what I need for y'all to do right now, y'all help me get nominated. So what I need for y'all to do is go to ohioentertainmentawards.net, category 36, best podcast / radio personality. Me, Don P. PIZZLE. They got my full name up there. Shout out to Drew. Thank you for that, Drew. And category 41, best podcast, Club PIZZLE. Now, when I started this thing in February of 2021, I did this because I was sitting at home and sitting in my basement, and I'm gonna give y'all this spiel every year, so just get used to it. Don't remember my own damn buttons. That's a shame. This was something that I started in my basement with just a laptop and a microphone. No cameras, no nothing. In the first year and a half of this thing was me trying to figure it out. And I got myself nominated that first year, got myself nominated last year, made the move over to Redline Radio. Salute to all of my people over at Redline Radio, Dave, Lee, and all of my people over there, man. I thank y'all, being at Redline for a year and going away from Spotify and Spotify for podcasters and all of that. Just getting away from that and going away from that just to go out, to go to Redline, just to keep myself consistent and have a certain time to do this thing and a certain time to drop this thing. And fast forward to 2023, June of 2023, where I made the move to decide to start my own network and bring this thing here, right here to y'all, YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Spotify, Google Podcasts, everywhere you can find a podcast, you're probably going to find Club PIZZLE. And I'm still figuring a lot of this stuff out as I go. Running your own network is hard freaking work, especially when you are the only one and you are the only one that are doing all of the shows. By the way, my apologies. Full disclosure, will be back next week. I know I said this week, but it will be back next week. I talked to Jocelyn. You know, we got some signals crossed, but we will be back next week. But just this journey that I'm going on and just the love that I've been getting for the past couple of days with this nomination, with these nominations, and people voting and sending me their screenshots of them voting. I'm so happy and I greatly appreciate it. Keep voting. Voting is open until November the 3rd. Um, Shout out to, like, I'm happy for a lot of my people. A lot of my friends are nominated. Shout out to my guy Lex Vegas. My brother is up for a nomination. Shout out to Tim Buck too. He's nominated. He got 2 nominations. Me and him are going head to head. Pause in best radio / podcast personality. I'm happy for Tim. Tim is my guy. You know, the first time I met Tim, it was all love, and from jump, it's nothing but love for Tim. And you know, y'all know me and Lex Vegas are our history. Like me and Lex are a decade in as friends, brothers, family. That dude is family to me. And for me to see his rebrand going from rapper to professional wrestler to now radio show host and what he's doing for the comedy community in Cleveland, I'm proud of that. And I'm gonna get to the show, y'all. I just gotta get this out. I just gotta, I gotta give my people their flowers. You know, I'm so proud of my guy Lex, man. I'm proud of my brother, man. I really am so freaking proud of my brother. I'm so happy that he's nominated. Speaking of brothers, shout out to my brother and his crew over at Original Breadwinners. They are nominated for Best Clothing Brand. I believe that's category 43. Go put your vote in for that. Shout out to Envy Jazzo. Envy Jazzo got 8, and I don't remember all of them off the top of my head. Go vote for Envy Jazzo. And also vote for my sister, Catherine Danielle. Shout out to Kat. Kat is nominated for Best Female Artist of the Year. Best Female R&B Artist of the Year. Excuse me. Let me get that right. Just go vote for these people. Vote for me. Just go vote for y'all people. If y'all tune into this, even if y'all don't want to vote for me, it's cool. It's fine. Just go vote for people. If y'all know somebody that's nominated in the category, go and vote for them. You know, the OEAs is November the 12th. Again, voting runs through November the 3rd. And PIZZLE, category 36, best radio / podcast personality, podcast / radio personality, and best podcast, category 41. Also, Original Breadwinners for best clothing brand. That is category 43, if I'm not mistaken. Also, salute to Dom Prince. And Jumpman Sosa. Jumpman is the friend of the show. Jumpman has appeared on Club Pizzle. He's up for People's Choice. Dom Prince is up for Photographer of the Year. Go vote for him, man. Just go vote for y'all people. That's all I'm gonna say. Shout out to Drew and Dre over at the OEAs, man. This is the 11th Ohio Entertainment Awards. I remember them from the beginning. And at some point between now and November the 12th, I plan to have Drew and or Dre on, just like a happy hour special, just to talk to them and just talk about the awards and talk about what they've been doing throughout the year. All right. We got that, right? So now let's get to it, man. The Cleveland Browns. They didn't make it easy, but is it ever easy? Honestly, y'all, is it ever easy? Cleveland Browns defeat the Indianapolis Colts by a score of 39-38 last Sunday. It was a weird game. Super weird. Because if you look at the way this Browns defense has played for this year, you would think scoring 38 points was enough. But if you have watched the Indianapolis Colts and know how the Indianapolis Colts have played this year, their record is their record for a reason. They got 3 wins for a reason. They actually beat the Baltimore Ravens. They are a good team. I guess I'll have to do this during my midseason review. Do they have a shot at making the playoffs? The division, not so much, because I think Jacksonville is getting ready to run away with that division. Can they secure one of the wild card spots? They have a shot. Defensively, they're not that bad. Zaire Franklin is one of the best linebackers in the NFL. He was all over the field the whole game. I told y'all that last week. Be on the lookout for number 44, Zaire Franklin. He is an absolute animal. And any team in the NFL would love to have a Zaire Franklin. But they were tough, man. Listen, this win was ugly, but so what? Did the Browns get a little bit of help? Yeah, but so what? How many times have we watched a Cleveland Browns game? Browns fans, I am talking to y'all right now. I'm just going to talk to y'all right now at this moment. How many games do y'all remember where a bad call? How many games do y'all remember where a call went the other way, the opposite way, or non-call? Something that went against the Browns. Excuse me. How many times did that happen? A lot, right? Right? Am I right or am I wrong? How many times have the Cleveland Browns been on the other end of bad calls from the referees? Remember Bottlegate? That's one, for example. How many times have the Cleveland Browns been on the other end of a no call that affected the outcome of the game? Remember the Packers game Christmas Eve a couple of years ago? Remember Donovan Peoples-Jones being held? Illegal contact, pass interference. It could have been any of them called, and it wasn't called. And there's a picture out there to prove it. I'll post the freaking picture again. I'm going to try not to curse. But y'all know the Cleveland Browns make me curse. So, to the whatever the hell it's called now, X, Twitter, whatever the social media apps, I don't want to hear any of this bull job. Yeah, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it this week. We're gonna try not to curse this week. Or hell ain't a cuss word, damn ain't a cuss word, ass ain't a cuss word. So the other ones, we're gonna try not to do those. But how many times have a bull junk call gone against the Cleveland Browns or a no call gone against the Cleveland Browns and it affected the outcome of a game? I can count a whole bunch of times. I can count 25 years worth. 25 years worth. I'm not using the mic stand this week. I'm just going to tell y'all right now, man. I'm not using the mic stand this week. I didn't use one on PIZZLE's Picks. I'm just not in that mode to use one. Not right now. And what the hell? Where's? Oh, it's my sign behind me. Dumb. I don't care. We finally are getting these calls. So I don't care how everybody else feels. I watched the Pittsburgh Steelers get the most favorable spot of all time against the Los Angeles Rams last week. So I don't want to hear a word. I watched the Philadelphia Eagles commit like 6 penalties and none of them get called. So I don't want to hear anything about the referees. We watched the New England Patriots get calls from referees for a whole generation. So I don't want to hear none of that bull jive. Okay? I don't want to hear none of it. The past 2 weeks, the referees have helped the Cleveland Browns out. So what? And I tell y'all what, they won ugly, but I don't care. I'll take an ugly win over a moral victory any day of the week. And you want to know why I'll take the ugly win over the moral victory? Because the ugly win counts in the standings. I've never seen or heard of a team win the Super Bowl or go to the playoffs or win the division off of moral victories. So all of that crap y'all talking about them winning ugly, I don't give a darn. They won. They're 4-2. Relax. Enjoy it. I spent my Monday enjoying watching the Cleveland Browns. And you see, I got my swivel chair. I'm a swivel. And I'm gonna try to lay back. I ain't gonna be able to lay back. The headphones ain't gonna let me be great. They might. Can y'all see me? Y'all can see me. The headphones ain't gonna let me be great. I'm gonna have to scooch up a little bit. There we go. All right, there we go. Now, the Browns are 4-2. Enjoy it. I spent my Monday trying to be happy. But I have a job. I have a day job, as y'all know. And I have to listen to my coworkers. Sometimes the sky is falling for them. I don't think the sky is falling. And my dad is going out to the Seahawks game this weekend. He's leaving tomorrow morning. They're going out to Seattle for that game. I hope they do get the win. I didn't pick them to win. If y'all saw PIZZLE's picks, I didn't pick them to win. But I have to listen to a lot of that. So I have to remove myself away from it because I don't want to hear it. Because I want to spend my Victory Mondays enjoying the W. Now, I have to try to stay off of social media. Or I tried, but nominations came out and I had to be there. But I skip a lot of the bull jive. I skip it. But I wouldn't be the pod god if I didn't get to some of the bull jive. We got to talk about foe. Yeah, we got to talk about foe. I want to talk about foe. When I say foe, I'm talking about Deshaun Watson. Y'all know exactly who I'm talking about. He wasn't healthy. He knew he wasn't healthy, but he tried to gut it out. But he should have sat his butt down. And Kevin Stefanski should have made that decision to sit him down. It should have been a meeting with Deshaun Watson, Kevin Stefanski, Alex Van Pelt. I can't think of his quarterback's coach name. What's my man's name? I can't even think of homeboy's name right now. Let me try to find it. But Andrew Berry should have been in that meeting. Jimmy Haslam should have been in that meeting. Like, people should have been in that meeting. Quincy Avery, his personal quarterback coach. All of them should have had a meeting. It's a partial tear, which means it's not torn all the way. Obvious. It's a partial tear. Let it heal. We okay right now. Sit down. He got in there. First pass he threw, he threw it in the dirt. And I was like, oh, he ain't healthy. I mean, he looked all right. The practice throws, like the IG, they posted the stuff. Like they pulled the wool over our eyes there. And it's like, all right, he's throwing like the first day, like when they was showing him throwing Thursday, it's like, all right, this is the after practice, or this is after they let the media in and they got their little practices in. And he's just throwing just pitch and catch, just simple yada yada yadas. It's like, all right, there's no velocity on any of these, but who knows how he threw without the cameras on. So fast forward to Friday. I'm not going to be arrogant and say they saw my comment and said, oh, let's show him actually. Yeah. I'm not going to be that arrogant and do that. I could, but I'm not. The Friday practice, it looked a little different. Saw a little bit of velocity. Saw a little something. It looked like, all right, he's going to play. I made my mind up Friday. He's playing. No way he's not playing. If they're going to show him practicing these throws and throwing that ball and the arm whipping, he didn't seem to be overcompensating. But that first pass Sunday, it didn't look right. And then he made another bad pass, and then he got bumped. It wasn't a dirty hit. It wasn't a late hit. He just got hit. He was right there. He was letting the ball go, like literally as the ball is leaving his hands in the follow through. The guy put his hands on his chest and he boom. Like it wasn't bad. So I'm not going to call that dirty, and no one else should, and nobody has called it dirty, and he didn't even call it dirty. He bumped his head though. And at that point, Kevin Stefanski pulled him and put in PJ Walker. More on PJ later. I've been seeing a lot of wild comments. And my dad and my uncle was talking about this and saying like he looked like he was withdrawn from the team while he was on the sideline. No, he was locked in. He was watching the game. He was watching it from a vantage point, and the way the camera angle was and the way the view was, it was like he was away from everybody. But that was an ISO camera. He was locked in, and he was communicating with CJ. Had his helmet with him and was talking through the helmet, listening through the helmet. And he was talking to PJ and coaching PJ. And PJ said it in his post game that when he came back to the sideline, Foe was telling him what he saw, what he thought about certain things. So he wasn't withdrawn. Was he frustrated? Probably so. And I would be frustrated. But he came out this week and admitted he rushed back, and he shouldn't have. He wasn't healthy, and he knew he wasn't healthy. And then Kevin Stefanski, let's rewind. Kevin Stefanski proceeds to get into his post-game presser on Sunday and said when he got hit and he went down, he just decided to pull him. He wanted to protect his franchise quarterback. I'm going to repeat that. I'm paraphrasing, but I'm not paraphrasing. He wanted to protect Deshaun Watson. I want to push the rewind button to 2021, where the number one overall franchise quarterback had a shoulder injury. And Kevin Stefanski did not do that. And I'm saying that and I'm bringing that up. I'm going to get to that. I think Kevin Stefanski learned from that. He learned, all right, this is the franchise quarterback. We got to sit him. I made the decision, is what Kevin Stefanski said. I decided to sit him. I wanted to protect my quarterback. So why in a flip am I opening up the apps that I open up and I scroll through every day to see a bunch of you idiots saying, why isn't he playing? When 2 years ago, y'all were saying when the franchise quarterback was injured and shouldn't have been playing. Y'all said he shouldn't have been playing. Y'all's energy is trash. It's horrible. He's protected his quarterback. And I'm okay with that, Kevin Stefanski. But my question for you is this. Why didn't you do that 2 years ago? If you'd have done it 2 years ago, it might be a little different. Because that quarterback that you didn't protect 2 years ago ain't doing too bad where he's at now. I'm going to just leave that there. 4 is out this week, by the way. They made that clear very early. They don't know how long he's going to be out. I say stay out as long as you can. Get as healthy as you can. That was a 4 to 6 week injury. He came back in 3. He should have sat last week. Maybe if he would have sat last week, it'd have healed a little more. Could have sat last week, this week, and maybe come back for, I believe it's Baltimore. Oh, the Cardinals. Or you could have sat him these next 3 games. Could have sat him last week. Could have sat him this week against Seattle. And sat him against Arizona. Those are 3 winnable games. I could play quarterback against those 3 teams and be all right. I'm going to just hand the ball off 35 times. No, let me stop. I'm 5'10", 180 pounds. I ain't even going to do myself like that. Just saying. Could have sat them the next 3 games. These are winnable games. They can beat the Seahawks. I'm not high on Geno Smith. I don't think anybody outside of the Seattle metropolitan area is high on Geno Smith. I did pick the Seahawks, just because I don't believe in number 10. Maybe I should title this show Don't Believe in 10, or something with 10, Ben 10, PJ Math, whatever see, Cleveland Browns will always make me want to curse. But could have sat them this game, last game, this game, and the next game, because these 3 games are winnable. Then you bring them back for Baltimore, Pittsburgh on November the 12th. Possibly. But we'll see. The defense had a bad day, and that's okay. It's the NFL. The 2000 Ravens gave up 30-something points in the game. You can look it up. The 85 Bears gave up a 30-point. I think Dan Marino put up like a 30 ball on them. So it's okay. It's fine. It happens. They did make Gardner Minshew look like Andrew Luck, Steve Young. They made him look like a freaking Hall of Famer. I'm not saying Andrew Luck is a Hall of Famer, but they made Gardner Minshew look way better than what he is. Now, I'm into Minshew magic. I like Gardner Minshew. I do. I like him. Just not up against me. Against my team. Myles Garrett is him. Let me repeat that. Myles Garrett is him. I watched that man wreak havoc. Although it was 4.5. And I'm not going to nitpick and say he kind of disappeared in the second half. I'm not going to nitpick. I would love to see Myles Garrett get more sacks to seal the game in the fourth quarter. I would love to see that. But I won't nitpick that in a game that we win. That man had 9 tackles, couple of strip sacks, forced fumble. That was 4 touchdowns. Shout out to Tony Fields for that. And a blocked field goal where he hopped over a man. Now, if y'all follow Myles Garrett on Instagram, y'all know he does the jump boxes, and I swear the jump boxes be like way up his nuts for a man 6'4", 6'5", 285 to be doing that. It was absolutely nuts. Defensive player of the week, Dustin Hopkins. Special teams player of the week, and Myles Garrett, defensive player of the week. Myles Garrett might be the front runner for defensive player of the year. I mean, I know TJ Watt does things, and the national media loves to suck him off. But this year, Myles Garrett is him. See, the parts of wins, I love to talk about the good stuff. I love to be positive. I love to be on that kick. But our offensive line sucks. I asked the question last week. When did our offensive line go from one of the best in the league to ordinary? And were they always ordinary, and Nick Chubb just made them look like they were great? I think Nick Chubb was the one who made them look great. Last week, watching what I saw, I didn't look like it. Jared Willis is getting his doors blown off. And I got a funny feeling Andrew Berry is going to pay him. And we're going to be stuck with Jared Willis for 5 years or whatever. Joe Bitonio is my guy. Love Joe Bitonio. He's a great guy. He really is a great guy. He does great things in the city. Joe Bitonio's great. He's a great guy. But he hasn't looked like himself in a couple of years. Wyatt Teller, another great guy. Jack Conklin out for the year. DeJuan Jones, Big Thanos. Listen, bro, you get nothing but love from me. Nothing but love from me. DeJuan Jones has done a great job on the left side. And it still makes me wonder, will they move him to the right side and just let Jed walk and pray that Conklin comes back? Is that how they're going to play that? Makes me wonder. And can somebody tell me where the hell our wide receivers are? Donovan Peoples-Jones, where you at, bro? Amari Cooper was missing last week. They ran the jet sweep, but it wasn't with Elijah Moore. Thank God. But check this out. Why can't the wide receivers get open? At least I can't see it. For what I see with Donovan Peoples-Jones, he's not getting open. Amari Cooper is one of the best route runners in the league. But Amari Cooper is also not a burner. Cleveland Browns need a fast receiver. Cedric Tillman is been like a scratch, a healthy scratch, we'll call it. I don't know what he is or not doing in practice. I have no idea. Thank God for David Njoku. Thank God for Chief. Chief has been playing. Chief had a mishap at his house. And he posted the pictures on Instagram of burns on his face. And my man's just got out there and is just playing ball. But whatever. I don't want to talk about PJ. I really don't. But that dude, he couldn't complete a simple shovel pass. And I know it's different when the bullets is flying, but that's a simple shovel pass. Jerome Ford missed the pitch, and I want to blame PJ Masks for that. Because if Jerome Ford catches that pitch, he's gone 65 yards for a touchdown. The Cleveland Browns make me crazy. I say all of that to say this. Hey, I got a question for y'all. Do y'all know how tall PJ Mask is? Y'all know how tall 10 is? Anybody? He's 5'11". He's 1 whole inch taller than me. And 1 whole inch shorter than the previous franchise quarterback. I haven't heard a peep from anybody saying this dude is too short. I don't care about that. I just want to throw that out there to y'all. I be talking to y'all sometimes. I don't want to talk to y'all, but I talk to y'all. And Kevin Stefanski might be the most stubborn son of a gun that I've ever seen. He's going to call his plays, and he's going to stick to his plays, and he's going to stick to his game plan. And I'm going to repeat what I said last week. His stubbornness is going to get him fired, or it's going to win him a Super Bowl. One of the two. I just don't. We're just going to have to see. I'm looking at my board, and I'm looking at my time. This other stuff on the board, I can get to another time. I don't care about the Michigan scandal, the cheating scandal, quote unquote, because I think Ryan Day is the one that blew the whistle. I tried to hold that one, but I said that at work, and I could just feel the heat coming on me, so I just left the break room. Like, I think Ryan Day blew the whistle on that. I really don't care about that. Y'all Ohio State fans is looking for anything. Ryan Day is looking for anything to say, well, I can't beat Michigan because Jim Harbaugh's cheating. No. How about you can't beat Michigan because Michigan is just kicking your keister up and down the field, Ryan Day? All that talent, and you can't beat Michigan. All these wide receivers y'all sent to the NFL for the last couple of years, and you can't beat Michigan. I honestly believe Ryan Day blew the whistle. Allegedly. I'm going to say allegedly because I don't want to get sued. People like to sue nowadays. Ask that girl that Cardi B suing. The homegirl still owe Cardi that money. But I'm just saying it as I'm laughing, but I'm serious. Ryan Day allegedly blew the whistle. And that's just me saying that. No, I didn't get that from a source. I didn't get that from a newspaper, right? I didn't get that from anybody. I'm just throwing that out there. He could have blown the whistle. And NBA is back, and I'll talk more NBA this week. I'm glad the Cavs got the dub last night. I'm going to be at the home opener. Yep, I'll be at the home opener. But I don't care about that. I don't care about that. I'm going to get to what I came here to get to for today. I got to get to this. I want to talk to one Brady Quinn, who got his ass up on national television and said, and compared, and what? No, he called Deshaun Watson a trust fund baby. Can I look up Brady Quinn real quick? I want to bring this to y'all. Let me find it. Y'all know where Brady Quinn is from, right? Brady Quinn went to Dublin High School in Dublin, Ohio. Dublin is a suburb of Columbus. Dublin, I just say Dublin ain't po. So, Brady Quinn, you are the last person to try to call anybody a trust fund baby. You went to a high school. It was a public, but Dublin Carpenter High School. You went to Notre Dame. Everybody can't get in there into Notre Dame. You got the audacity to sit up there and call this man a trust fund baby? Are you freaking kidding me? You got to be kidding me. So let's talk about, he's way out of line. And to you Browns fans who want to agree with him and want to ride with Brady Quinn, y'all are out of line and deserve to be violated. Let me get to this Twitter exchange. I don't know where it starts. But him and Deshaun Watson's quarterback coach, Quincy Avery, had a little exchange on Twitter, and Quincy basically was like, I saw you and you didn't have, I just seen you and you didn't have this energy. I just seen you and you didn't have this energy. Do y'all know this fool tweeted back, and the tweet is public? It says, how about we massage this conversation and get it to a happy ending? Does that sound satisfactory? Trigger fingers turn to Twitter fingers. Are you kidding me? Brady Quinn. Braden Tyler Quinn. The audacity that you have to speak on Deshaun Watson. Your career numbers don't qualify you to say a goddamn thing about Deshaun Watson. Fam, the only reason you got drafted to the Cleveland Browns is because they felt sorry for your punk ass sitting in that green room on draft day when you was looking crazy and your tie was all out of place and you was sitting there looking pitiful. That's the only reason they drafted you. And because you were from Dublin, Ohio. You wasn't shit at Notre Dame. The yards you racked up at Notre Dame was against Army, Navy, and Air Force. I'm a year older. I'm a year older than you. And I watched your whole career at Notre Dame. The big games, you look like shit. Ohio State smoked you. They bust your ass. You get outplayed by Jamarcus Russell. So the audacity for you to say anything about Deshaun Watson, who at his worst is still 3 times the quarterback that you ever were. The audacity of you, Braden, Tyler, Quinn. Are you kidding me? You couldn't beat out Charlie Fry in a quarterback battle in your rookie year where the entire city of Cleveland was rooting for you to do so. They drafted you and they fell in love with your sorry ass. Are you kidding me? Even when Charlie Fry played like crap in the first game. Who started after you? Who got to start? Wasn't you. It was Derek Anderson. Derek Anderson went to the Pro Bowl. What did you do with the same receiving core? What did you do with Braylon Edwards, Kellen Winslow, and those boys there? Jamal Lewis as your running back. What did you do? You didn't do a damn thing. Dog, your best career numbers. This is pathetic. 53%, 1,300 yards, 8 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, a 67.2 rating. Fam, you are a career 54, we'll round it up, we'll be nice, 54% guy. 12 touchdowns, 17 interceptions, 64.4 overall QB rating. You do not qualify to say shit about Deshaun Watson. You 24. Dog, you left Cleveland and couldn't get another job. You went to Denver and couldn't play. And I don't think their quarterback situation was any better than the Browns when you got exiled from here. With your sorry ass. Braden. Are you kidding me? And you go Twitter fingers. Don't you know Quincy Avery will probably beat your ass? He said he just saw you. What was the energy? What did you reply? Oh, I didn't see you. That's a lie. You saw him, and you probably shook his hand, and y'all probably had a conversation. But you're trying to get on these apps and make yourself look good. Braden. You got to be kidding me. Brady Quinn, you don't qualify. Maybe you could talk about the college quarterbacks. That's fine. You can talk college ball. Fine. You had an all right career, except for when Ohio State bust your ass, except for when UXC kicked your ass, except for when you got outplayed by Jamarcus Russell. And we know the vibes with Jamarcus Russell. You fine. You okay talking college ball. You can't say shit about the pros. You played But I saw what you did. I was there. I seen it. You don't qualify, Braden. The nerve and the gall for you to sit up there. Trust fund, baby. Are you kidding me? Dublin, Ohio. I've been through Dublin, Ohio. I hate driving through Dublin. I lock my doors. I sit up straight and I put my hands on the steering wheel at 10 and 2 when I roll through Dublin. Trust fund, baby. Are you kidding me? Don't fix your lips and say that. Especially not after the career you had. And yeah, you can talk about me. Yeah, I'm better. Yeah, you are better than me. Yeah. But you ain't better than Deshaun Watson. And in this field right here, you probably get smoke. I'm ready for smoke. I ain't hard to find. So wherever you work, I don't even know where you work at nowadays. It doesn't even matter. Wherever you work at as an analyst, they can call me, DM me, we'll talk, get at me. I'll come on there and stand face to face with you and tell you you don't qualify to say anything about Deshaun Watson. I do it right in your face. And everybody that knows me know that I will. So I want each and everybody to clip this and send it to Braden and tell Braden, PIZZLE says you don't qualify to say what you said about Deshaun Watson, and Quincy Avery kick your ass if he see you in person and you thought you was being clever with your let's massage and get to a happy ending. Is that satisfactory? You can't talk to brothers like that. So we'll leave it there. And with that said, I'm going to get on out of here because I'm at 53 minutes. I didn't plan on being 53 minutes. I try to keep these things at 30 minutes or less, but things never work out that way. So it just is what it is. Before I get out of here, I just want to say again, thank you for your support of this show. Thank y'all for getting me nominated. And that's only half the work. We got to get the other half done. OhioEntertainmentAwards.net. Best radio/podcast personality, Don P. And Best Podcast Club, PIZZLE. Make sure y'all go and vote for those. Just do it like 7 times a day until November the 3rd. Or vote every hour on the hour that you awake until November the 3rd, twice an hour. Please and thank you. Y'all know what it is, man. Always protect your peace, protect your energy. The message is more important than the messenger. And always remember, creators, be great. Stay positive because negative energy is trash. Peace, y'all.